What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Zay back in the building, back with another video for y'all. YouTube, look, we back in the building. You know the vibes. We got a little video. Should be interesting. So like and subscribe, do all that good stuff, and comment as well. Please comment as well. All right. We're back in the building. You know the vibes. Let's get it. Let's go.
Now, I've talked about this on this channel plenty of times and on many other platforms. The gooning epidemic is gone totally south. Whether it be Bonnie Blue or Lily Phillips with their extreme OF fantasies, or that one dude that's on TikTok or Twitter right now ranking past performers and talking about them as if he's like the Stephen A. Smith of the gooning community.
You're delusional if you can't see how OnlyFans has ruined the league, just like NIL in college. There's potential to make more money, but athletes are completely avoiding real competition and unknowingly ruining their own development. It's even keeping the top performers from going pro.
But the people who are constantly looking for pornography online,
That man is sick. I don't care what nobody says, bro. The fact that he knows all these damn women bar for bar and different, like, that's sick. And doing breakdowns and stuff like he on ESPN or something, like, that's sick. That is nasty work. Nasty work.
and have truly gotten out of hand. And what's even worse is that the people who are providing and supplying the pornography have also gotten out of pocket. We've seen the ones that have played into the video game fetishes. We've seen the ones who have played into the, I don't know, the anime fetishes and all that stuff like that. But there is a new fetish out there for the gooning community that totally takes the cake in all of this.
If she's down, up and down, the cruel sexual now. Jennifer's role straight out of downtown. Well, she can handle my special needs. If she trying to get handicapped, Angelina's full. Cake is cake, no matter the bait.
The song, though, like, why is this quad comments like a song? Like, man, I don't have no words anymore, bro. Oh, Meezy. You know what I mean? Say what you gotta say.
I'm reaching for a 7 out of 46. All I promote is Down syndrome. I didn't know they started making them like this. Once we all are linked, she might be down, but something is definitely us.
Man, what the hell is this? There's been a recent trend that's emerging and people are finally sniffing it out. But these people are using AI, something that we've talked about, and digitally altering their face to put Down syndrome-esque people over their face. You know, doing a full-on face swap, AI, whatever it's called, deep fake. I don't even, it's disgusting to even talk about. But they are putting out goon and goon-like material on top of that AI face, that disgusting ass behavior.
Knows I get my pip. Wait.
This is one of the most disgusting things that I have ever seen on social media. There are women out there that are using filters and AI to make it appear as if they have Down syndrome just so they can sell more subscriptions to their OF account. Now, I don't know if they're stealing content or using their own, but why in the world does this filter even exist in the first place? And how sick in the head do you have to be to actually do this? And what type of pervert sicko actually goes and subscribes?
Now, what I will say, the link from Down Cheer.
It's the same people that subscribe to the regular shit, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody say, bro. You subscribing to any of this shit, you paying money for any of this shit, you taking time out to watch any of this shit, bro, you're cooked. You have to do better, bro. You have to do better, bro. Go make some money. Go touch some grass, bro. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Meet women outside, bro. God. Y'all kill me, man. And it be the young dudes. Like, it don't even be like, well, I can't even say. I don't know who it be. But most of the time in that other clip, it was the young dudes that was in the chat saying whatever they were saying about the fake Down syndrome. Like, even like for those women that are doing that, they all sick in the head, bro. Like, they all sick in the head. Like, there's no coming back. They're basement dwellers. The dudes that supported basement dwellers, the dudes that was putting all those words down in the chat, basement dwellers. Like, that whole thing is basement dweller activity. Like, they cannot come to the light because they're stuck in the dark. Basement dweller activity.
Fury Girl has been taken down. She no longer has an Instagram account, but I'm pretty sure another one will pop up in a couple of days. But why? Why this? Who could be so deviously creative in order to come up with some sort of shit like this? And also, did y'all know that Joey Swole was like 4'11"? That has nothing to do with the conversation, but I just had to put that out.
That's crazy. Nah, I'm glad you said that, Omeezy. I'm glad you said that, brother. Because I didn't know that man was that short. But that man, he be spitting facts, though. He be spitting facts every time. And you know, the thing about Joey Swole, like he mind his business when people just doing good shit. And sometimes he'll comment on the good shit. But most of the time, it's like the negative shit. And he be spitting facts. Like, he's a good person, I would say, to model your content behind. If you're trying to get in the content game. Like, just stay on the good side of the content, you know? And if you feel like you need to correct some shit, you know? Like, just stay on the good side, like, and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to sit there and try to be down with everybody and all that, like, because it's always going to be somebody trying to control you. It's always going to be somebody trying to control you and your content once you get to a certain point. But to avoid that, be like Joey Swole. Or be like Omeezy.
Now, I'm not saying that people with Down syndrome can't have sex or be a part of this type of community or whatever the case may be. Like, if somebody that seriously had Down syndrome would start to participate in...
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, like, the fact that people are faking like they have an illness or they fake, not even illness, the fact that people are faking that they have Down syndrome is crazy. Well, women, some of the women that are doing that to promote OnlyFans, that's nasty work.
Some sort of sexual activity, sex work or whatever. I think all of it is a little crazy, but that's their body, that's their choice. They're doing what they do. But this is clear manipulation of somebody's face that doesn't have Down syndrome to put somebody who does have Down syndrome on top of their face in order to sell goon-like material. The fetishization community has gotten super out of control. These are taboo things that people talked about on the fringes. It doesn't just stop with them, but every community has some sort of kink and fetish about them now. I see these POV, you're dating X, Y, and Z type of person, and it's all a bunch of stereotypes that are playing on these grown-ass men's goon obsessions in order to get cash and dollars out of them. Like, literally putting stereotypes that arguably don't exist in these communities on these types of women because they know that men are just overly and dangerously horny.
Baby, where'd you put
Wait, what did you just call me?
Baby.
Amor, how many times I gotta tell you I don't like to get called baby, babe, pumpkin, sweetheart, smooches, sweetie. I'm Latina. I want you to call me mamacita, mami, hermosa, preciosa, mi reina, mi princesa. ¿Dónde vas tan hermosa hoy? Chulada, mamacita, bebé, bombón. Understood?
Sí, bombón.
Okay, gracias, papi.
De nada, mamisita.
Now, in situations like that, this person is an actual...
Y'all be cringy, bro. And the funniest thing about content like that is it gets so many views, bro. So many views. And y'all just be doing the cringiest content ever, bro. Like, I watch people in the comments like, I want me a Latino. Like, y'all do it to yourselves, bro. The reason why a lot of this shit happens is because y'all do it to yourselves, bro.
Latina, so she can use her identity in order to, you know, drum up some more views and content and stuff like that. I think it's weird. I think a lot of people in her community would find it weird. I think that this is even worse. Like, this, you could be a sex worker here, and then playing into these fetishes and stereotypes and all these other things brings you down just a couple notches. And not saying that sex workers are on any, look, I don't even want to get into that. If you are a sex worker fetishizing yourself for other people who aren't inside your community and, you know, trying to play on these stereotypes, that's weird. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's gross. But an even bigger problem is when these people are putting on these fake personas like the Down syndrome, gooner content in question in which they don't live these actual lives. These are AI digitally deep faked images, you know, putting on this face or persona or personality or whatever, and then putting sexually explicit conversations on there. I think people are so gooned out because these used to be like back of the bus type conversations or questions that people would ask in their group chat. Not to the extent of like Down syndrome, although I know some people get that crazy, but to the extent of, oh, would you date somebody with one arm, or would you date somebody who had a shaved head, or whatever the case may be. When we got to the point of would you smash somebody with Down syndrome, I have no clue. But this isn't even something that is on people's mind. But because men are so gooned out in 2025, just the thought of putting some sort of woman and then the idea of having sex with them, like objectifying them in a sexual manner, automatically turns them on to an experience that they never thought they were. I know it's going to be a crazy connection, but every time you see a celebrity do some outrageous thing where they have, I don't know, crazy sex parties, and the average civilian is like, oh, how could this happen? This is exactly how stuff like this happens. A regular person isn't even thinking about stuff like this, but when presented in this hypersexual world, that reality, automatically their penis becomes hard and they automatically turn their goon receptors on to level 3000, even if it's for something that is fake, which, might I remind you, this AI Down syndrome filter is fake.
This woman might look like she has Down syndrome, but she doesn't. It's an AI filter. Videos have been taken from the account of a 16-year-old girl and used to make a fake profile of someone with Down syndrome. Text used on the videos is sexual, and the profile contains a link to OnlyFans, a subscription website where users can pay for things like explicit images. And this is just one example. We've seen multiple accounts on Instagram, some with tens of thousands of followers, all using these filters and linking out to accounts on OnlyFans.
I promise y'all I'm learning this out in real time with you guys. So not only is it the fetishization of people with disabilities, not only is these AI generated images, but this is also somebody stealing somebody's content. And not just somebody underage. The person on the other end of this that's watching this content is a real perv, but the person providing this literally deserves a jail time. They know what they're doing. They know that they're trying to pass this off as some sort of adult that's making some sort of decision making, but also keeping that power dynamic in check and, you know, letting the viewer know that you still have some power because this is somebody disabled that can't make these decisions. This is wrong on so many levels. There's so many layers to this conversation now. Whoever this is needs their IP address leaked and then put on a list, because there's no way that they can be this money hungry to the point where like they are just so morally disturbed that they will put this shit out. Like I really can't even fathom what I'm looking at. And I know the people that are a part of the community with Down syndrome, those that have special needs, obviously have to be pissed off about stuff like this, because this is absolutely disgusting.
We reached out to representatives for Ellie Goldstein. She's a prominent model with Down syndrome. Her agent told us the use of AI to fetishize disabilities is unacceptable and called for social media platforms to take action. OnlyFans told us none of the linked accounts contained any content altered with AI, and Instagram's told us it's removed the profiles found to violate its policies.
Kudos to these platforms for taking a serious stand on this. Oftentimes we don't see this from, you know, social media platforms.
For real. At least they got it wiped off the internet, because I still can't believe that was even a thing. Like, I tell you, I've been gone for so long from YouTube. Like, I missed a lot, but I'm just surprised that people are going to this extent just to make money. Like, go get a job. Like that. You know what? I challenge all these women that did this specifically. Go try and get a job, because you going bottom of the barrel. Like, you already on OnlyFans doing sexual content. You damn near might as well be a porn star. Like to be sitting up there and trying to portray a woman with Down syndrome is crazy, and do OnlyFans to make the money on your own. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
They're usually view hungry, conglomerates who would do anything to keep people on their social media sites. But I am glad that they actually checked into these things, actually made responses to denounce the fact that they are any part supportive of any of this BS that's being put out on the internet. I want to go on a little rant here about fetish content and why it's bad. And I think as a black man, a dark-skinned black man, I can kind of speak to this from my own perspective. See, the problem with fetish content or fetishizing someone is that they become an object. They become a plaything. And if we look at the realities of the situation at hand, the one where there are AI Down syndrome filters, it puts out this conversation about, how somebody with Down syndrome doesn't have the mental capabilities. There's can be a power dynamic that can be put into place, and how ultimately you can take advantage with it being okay because she or he or whoever is participating is some sort of an adult. Look, full stop, faking any sort of disability is disgusting. We've seen that be played out on the internet many of times where people might be panhandling or asking for any sort of contributions to their life and their well-being, and then ultimately they end up being in some big old house that's real or whatever the case may be. They didn't need to beg, they said they had no leg or whatever the case may be. But what I find especially disgusting is when somebody takes advantage of the concept of being mentally disabled. Now, speaking from experience, I do have a lot of people in my family who are mentally disabled, whether it be with Down syndrome, whether it be with things like schizophrenia. And I find anybody that takes advantage of them, that lifestyle, and how society sees these people as deplorable as hell. And I love my cousins and my aunts and my uncles who all do have these things in their lives. And let's get clear, they're not suffering from these things. They are living with these things. They are thriving with these things. But what I find to be terrible is the fact that there will be people out there who would take how society sees those types of people, the people that have something going on mentally, and saying, hey, I am going to monetize it by faking it. I am going to make these people the object of desires from a sexual nature. People taking advantage of people is wrong. People making people objects of desire is wrong, like full stop. So whoever is out here doing this OF fake gooning content using some filter or whatever, honestly, I hope you go to hell. Like, I'm not even joking. There's no...
Yeah, bro, go to the deepest, darkest depths, bro. Like, go to the deepest, darkest depths, bro. If you're gonna be a basement dweller, be a full-time basement dweller. Don't try to switch up now, bro. It's 2025. We not playing around. Don't sit here and try to come to the light. Nah, stay in the darkness as a basement dweller. That's what y'all OnlyFans shorties need to do. That's what y'all need to do. Like, plain and simple. Like, that's what y'all need to do, man. Like, and then the dudes supporting that, the dudes that support that, the guys that support that, whatever. The same thing goes for y'all, man. Like, deepest, darkest depths. Stay on that side of the street, bro. Don't try to come to the light with us. We out here with Joey Swole, Omeezy, and your boy ZayTrav putting in work. Spreading the good word and positive energy and giving y'all entertaining content when we can. You know what I'm saying? But we not sitting up here messing with, like, come on, bro. Like, us. Like, that's what I say, man. Like, I say it all the time. We are cooked. We're cooked. Like, this is the year of just cooked. Everybody just cooked countless times. Like, this is the year of exposing. This is the year of clout chasing. This is like everything in one. And I know every year is different, but like at this point, it's like every year is like the same. Just a little tweak, but every year is the same. You know what I mean? As far as the landscape of certain things, but this is by far some of the craziest shit I've heard. I'm not even gonna lie. This is wild.
No sugarcoating about this. Go back and count how many times I've said disgusting in this video, but I have no sympathy for you, nothing to really give you here. We have to get some sort of AI regulations out, not only because of the, different things that people can do on the phone, the voice and stuff like that, but those are decent face swaps. Like, not saying that I didn't believe that this was somebody who, like, I could see through it, but these face swaps are getting decent. And it's getting to the point where now people are harming whole communities communities trying to portray some sort of image about, you know, who these people are, what these people do, turning these people into fetishes that nobody even thought of. We've got to do something. And we also have to address the gooning epidemic. Like the fact that people are gooning so hard that they would even find this remotely attractive or remotely enticing to be a part of. Like there's a deeper, darker like link to all of these things that needs to really be unpacked. But for right now, we need to find these people and send them to fucking jail. Like I don't think that there's anything else to say.
Respectfully, bro.
To know your position on this.
They gotta go to jail ASAP, bro. Like that's just what it is. There's no saving them. There's no saving them. You can't save these kind of people. These people need to be in the jail ASAP. You cannot save everybody. They need to go to jail ASAP. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you're feeling in the comments about the video. And yeah, man, like I said, we're cooked.